Welcome, everyone. Today I'm excited to present a comprehensive teaching day running from 8 a.m. to 2:30 p.m., demonstrating how multicultural and inclusive practices influence my music program for 5th and 6th graders. This presentation is grounded in the scholarship of Gollnick and Chinn, as well as other research explored in this course. The purpose and overview of this presentation is to showcase how culturally responsive, gender inclusive, and differentiated strategies can effectively integrate into a real school schedule. Theoretical framework. All planning starts with multicultural education, serving as both a philosophy and a practice. Here, students' identity and experiences play a crucial role in fostering engagement and enhancing achievement. Here is an overview of the teaching day. This schedule supports learning progression from fundamental rhythm in 5th grade to creative autonomy in 6th grade, all connected through a single combined chorus rehearsal. The morning circle fosters ethnic identity and self-esteem. During the morning circle, ethnic identity enhances self-esteem and optimism. This culturally affirming warm-up establishes a respectful atmosphere for the day ahead. Pedagogical rationale is based on social constructivism and culturally relevant pedagogy. Students collaboratively create meaning by sharing music that reflects their home culture and community values. This promotes empathy and respect for diverse cultures. I will also utilize inclusive language, such as musicians or friends, instead of boys and girls. The goal of the Rhythm and Movement Workshop is to express rhythm through movement, percussion, and body language. I will integrate nonverbal communication principles where gestures and posture amplify meaning. Multilingual learners will be able to access rhythm visually and kinesthetically, and music will become a universal language. Technology and nonverbal cues will include a digital metronome and a rhythmic visualization tools to reinforce tempo and pulse. Technology both enhances and limits expression, so I must be careful to balance both. During the composition lab, each group creates a rhythm piece, blending cultural ideas and demonstrating how collaborative learning supports autonomy and inclusion. Students combine original ideas into one collaborative piece, connecting to autonomy and teamwork. This builds self-efficacy and voice for multilingual and low socioeconomic students. The activities are differentiated by instrument choice and complexity. This reinforces that equity is not sameness, it's meeting learners where they are. Students will support peers reflecting cooperative learning and Rosenshine's guided practice model. The combined chorus rehearsal supports collaborative singing and ensemble building. I will use inclusive cues, such as singers, not boys and girls, and varied repertoire representing multiple cultures and languages. This helps to build confidence and collective identity across grade levels. To support ethical and legal awareness during the combined chorus rehearsal, repertoire will be chosen with awareness of First Amendment principles. In other words, I will avoid endorsement of religion while affirming freedom of expression. For example, I can select a global folk song instead of a religious carol for December concerts. Midday reflection connects data and observation. I will note engagement differences by socioeconomic status, language, and confidence levels. This mirrors quantitative diversity analysis discussed in Module 2 of this course. During the transition to 6th grade in the afternoon, I will emphasize vertical alignment. 5th grade builds foundation, while 6th grade expands autonomy. In my planning, I will work to introduce cognitive scaffolding, where older students engage in higher order analysis and creation. The goal of the ukulele lesson is to learn and perform notes C, D, and E collaboratively as discussed in the written assignment activity 9 of this course. I will include visual fretboard charts, color coding, and echo playing for linguistic accessibility. Peer modeling will promote belonging and cooperative learning. During the ukulele lesson, in order to offer differentiation and support, I will incorporate flexible grouping to support multilingual learners without singling them out. For higher level learners, I will include an enrichment where students can write simple 3-note melodies. For students who may struggle, I will encourage them to focus on one note, but use the rhythms they are familiar with from 5th grade. Translanguaging will be encouraged for comprehension. During the song analysis, students will examine lyrics from diverse cultures, comparing musical form and social meaning. This encourages critical thinking about representation and bias. It also connects immigrant inclusion and identity affirmation. During the creative project, small groups will compose an original class song combining rhythmic, melodic, and lyrical ideas. This reflects autonomous learning and student agency. Here, I will act as a facilitator. Students will self-manage, record, and evaluate their own work. In order to reflect restorative and reflective practices during the creative project, I will incorporate restorative language like what worked or what can we change together. This builds emotional safety and ownership. It also reinforces climate of belonging, especially for gender diverse and multilingual students. For the closing reflection, students will write or draw one thing they learned or enjoyed. This is an informal, formative assessment in the form of an exit ticket. It encourages autonomy, metacognition, and voice for all learners. This quick reflection gives students voice and offers myself as the teacher authentic, formative data on engagement and understanding. This day structure balances teacher-led guidance, such as modeling and rehearsals, with student-driven exploration, like composition and discussion. It aligns with this course's outcomes, creating equity, empathy, and reflective teaching practices. Data will come in the form of attendance, participation, and performance data to identify disparities. I will apply my findings to future lessons, maintaining equitable access across demographic subgroups to promote continuous improvement. This course reshaped how I view diversity as a pedagogical strength. I now have a newly found commitment to continual self-reflection, ethical awareness, and inclusive design. Key takeaways: inclusion is intentional, collaboration builds community, differentiation promotes equity, reflection drives growth. These 4 principles guide every aspect of the teaching day and embody the outcomes of this course. From vision to action. As educators, we extend classroom inclusivity into systemic advocacy, ensuring sustained cultural responsiveness. Recognizing barriers helps frame realistic, actionable next steps towards full inclusion. Music is both universal and personal. Students' identities enrich learning. By combining cultural responsiveness, collaboration, and autonomy, teachers create equitable classrooms. Inclusion in music is not just an ethical goal, it's an artistic and human necessity. Here are the sources I referenced in this presentation. Thank you for your attention during the presentation, and I hope you enjoyed.